It's brunch with Brian. Here we are on Tuesday. Great Tuesday today, and it is always exciting to talk about practicing, is it? I'd like to talk about practicing. Practice, it makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. I love that saying. Write that down. Practice makes perfect. Okay, so there's three kinds of practice I want to talk about today. And these make you better at real estate investing and better at life. Okay, practice is a key component of success that many people overlook and they don't practice things. Okay, so how do you practice things? There's three ways to practice. One is repetition, just doing it over and over again, and before you have to do it for real. So this is like if you play pickleball or if you're in a sport, you go out there and you practice. You practice hitting the same shot over and over again. You can practice any sport, any activity. You can practice cooking. You can practice chopping. Although a lot of these things, the physical practice comes while you're doing it. I mean, you're actually getting better. You're practicing while you're doing it. Um, they always talk about, I have a medical practice. Oh, you're still practicing? You haven't got it down yet? But you're always practicing, and that sort of, uh, applies to actually doing it. You're sort of practicing while you're doing it in some instances. Okay, and that's like physical practice. Now, another way to practice is uh, so repetition is one way. Then I want you to do role playing. Role playing is a great way to practice. Okay, practicing through role playing is practicing whenever you have to talk. So if you're, playing basketball and you want to practice basketball, you go out there and take some shots, practice your shot, practice your dribble. Okay. Now, what if you're practicing for making real estate calls? What do? You don't shoot a basketball, you role play the script. So you try to find somebody who would be good to role play with, who's encouraging, or you role play with the mirror, okay? Or all you have who have the what to say and what to do system have videos with us playing different characters. Now that's called the your turn section. So all the objection answers and all the closing calls have a your turn section that you can watch and role play with the character on the screen. The character asks the question, you role play the answer. Okay. So that's another way to practice. And then the third way I like to practice is I like to do visualization. Now, amazingly, mental practice, there's been studies that show in some cases mental practice is just as efficient, effective as physical practice. There was a big study I always talk about where it was a free throw shooting, speaking about basketball, free throw shooting contest. And they had all these, these people, one group went out and shot without practicing or anything, just went out and shot 100 baskets. The other group went out and shot 100 baskets. Then this group, they had them practice, go out and physically practice for an hour shooting free throws. Okay. And then they had the other group just mentally practice, visualize shooting free throws. Guess which group did better? It was about a tie. So in that case, mental practice was about equivalent to physical practice. In a lot of cases, I'm going to tell you mental practice is better because you can build the world, you can visualize it, you can feel it. So I like mental practice. So talk about practicing today, three ways to practice that make you more effective. One is just repetition. Whatever you're trying to get good at, just do it over and over again, always with your ideal execution in mind. So repetition is one way to practice. The other way to practice is role playing. If you have a script or if it's an encounter where you have to talk or persuade somebody, and you have a script prepared, just reading the script over in advance. So that's perfect for your what to say and what to do system. You can role play with the videos, and that's got all the very best scripts for real estate investing. I got no hesitation to say those are the greatest scripts ever created for real estate investing. Remember, I worked in Hollywood for 7 years. I wrote over 20 feature-length movie scripts and about 20 TV episodes. And I also studied neurolinguistic programming, and then I've been a successful real estate investor for over 20 years. So I have I have the receipts to say I've got the greatest scripts to do real estate investing ever created on the planet. And I really believe that, and I have no hesitation saying it. So practice those scripts through role playing before you have to say them for real with a seller or a buyer. And then the third way again to practice is visualization. So you close your eyes and you see yourself. Here I am walking up to the house. Okay, I'm carrying my portfolio. I have my business cards ready. I got a big smile. I'm knocking on the door. Here they are. They're answering. Oh, they're so friendly. We're shaking hands. They're smiling. I'm smiling. We're walking through the house. So you just keep your eyes closed. You visualize the whole thing and you keep your eyes, you smile the whole time. Usually in visualizations, I'm smiling almost the whole time when I'm visualizing. So those are the three ways I want you to practice. Visualization is way, way undervalued as a way of preparing your mind. Visualization prepares your mind for success. Write that down. Visualization prepares my mind for success. Visualize succeeding, and then you're creating a vibration in the universe that this is going to happen. And so absolutely visualization. So those three ways of practicing. Boy, I really like this one. This was a good one today. This is very useful information, guys. I like useful information, and today was quite useful. Who's chiming in this morning? I don't get a lot of responses on Tuesday for some reason because you guys know I'm not here quite as long. I don't know why. Good morning. Fresh start every day is a practice. Every call is a practice call. That's right. Can only get better every day. And that's exactly right, guys. What's your minimum KPIs? To make 20 phone calls per week. Okay. 20 phone calls per week. If you're going to do that, then you need to do what? You need to practice. And you will be practicing as you're making them. If you're making 20 calls a week, that's like 20 practice calls. Think about the simulations that the astronauts go through. Great, great point. Astronauts, soldiers, what do soldiers do? Train, train, train. Soldiers are constantly training, because they have to be ready for that moment of execution. Replay the results you want. Exactly. You're pre-playing it in your mind and you're creating that vibration. And you know what you're doing? You're making realizations. You're making finer distinctions. Like you're thinking it through, and okay, here I am at you know at the you know s- s- you know I don't know, at the house doing this call. Oh, wait a minute, did I bring my business cards? Here I am handing my business cards. Oops, I forgot to put my business cards in my portfolio. See, and so sometimes by visualizing in advance, you'll highlight things that, whoops, I would have goofed that up if I hadn't have thought about this, if I hadn't have thought it out in advance. So yeah, there's a great, great power to thinking things out in advance in your mind. In your mind, create it in your mind. Visualization prepares my mind for success. Thank you, Linda. I might see it tomorrow. It attracts those results to you. Yes, through the law of attraction. Visualization also puts the law of attraction on your team, which is in The Secret, in that book, The Secret, in the book Think and Grow Rich. They talk about that a lot. The law of attraction is what brings success to you through your visualization. So let's practice. I love practicing. That's our affirmation 3 times on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I love practicing. I love practicing. Yes, I do. I love practicing. Yay. 3 deep breaths. Nice deep breath in. Big smile. Let it go. Another big smile. Feels good. You're practicing your smile. One more. Good one. Okay. Let it go. All right. Awesome. Oh, normally I have the little puppies. Oh, I know. You don't want me to mess with you. I know. Little Mars. I know. You guys like to see the little ones. Oh, he's a little grouchy because I woke him up so he could say hi. Oh, I love you. I love you, little fussy. I love you. All right. So, guys, until I see you next, what are you going to do on Thursday? Keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolf Couple, and taking action. Right, Marzi? You my good little boy.